Okay. Good evening, everyone. Today we're going to continue our discussion on business research. The main tool that we're using for this subject is R and also Jamovi. I'm deciding to use R first and then later on make use of Jamovi. Jamovi is point and click type of software. It's also freeware. It's just like R, which is also a freeware. However, I want you to have a taste first of a little bit of coding. Although you come from non-economic subjects like marketing and accountancy, I think as master students we have to have even a taste of using R, a very powerful software called R, because who knows, in the future you might you might meet you might be tasked to do something, data analytics for marketing or for accountancy, and R provides a very, very important and powerful tool for for processes like machine learning, data analytics, because now that's the name of the game. Any professional, whether you be in the social science field or in the business sector, uh, even people from HR. Okay, I have some people who attend my workshops, for example, and people from HR who, let's say, quote unquote, notoriously are not so much, let's say, impressed by quantitative analysis and even marketing. No? I've met some students who tell me kaya nga sila nag-marketing kasi ayaw nila yung quantitative analysis. However, if you go up the corporate ladder, you cannot be quantitative averse, no? Hindi pa pwede kasi marketing makes use of quantitative analysis. And of course, ganun din si accountancy. So I think it's important for us. I hope I'm selling you the idea of the importance of being able to navigate through R. Okay. Although the learning curve might be a bit steep, but the rewards of learning it will be, I think you'll be happy with not really becoming a writer of codes, okay, but rather just to understand simple codes and appreciate the result of that code. I'm sure you'll be happy with that. And towards the middle or middle, we're going to also not will also make use of Jamovi. Jamovi is based on R. In fact, when you use Jamovi, you can ask the Jamovi to produce the R code. Okay, so today we're going to make use of the time to do some descriptive analytics. Not sorry, this not descriptive analytics, but descriptive statistics. Okay, which is needed for your quantitative paper, understanding simple, the basic metrics like mean, median, mode, etc. I will not so much delve into the meaning of each because I assume that you've had some statistics subjects before, and at any time you can, of course, you can go back to your notes before or view other videos on appreciating the understanding of this, let's say, measures of central tendency, etc. What we're interested in today is make use of R in order to generate some descriptive analysis or descriptive statistics. Okay, so may I invite you to open the R file that we were using last time. For your reference, we said we created a folder, an R project. We call in my computer, I named it COB 516517. And this is the R project that we created. We said that it's important to create a project whenever you're working on something, okay? Because the project will will safeguard your data. Okay, it will allow you to work on your data, and even if something happens like power failure, you're safe. Your data will not be lost. Okay, attendance later na lang after the ano. Okay, so let's open now R. I've prepared some codes for today. However, I'm not going to share some of them. I want you to be the one to be the one to okay type in your computers because I want you to become more exposed to typing the code in R. So you know the drill. You know how to first let me check. Okay, this is my R project. I'm on inside my R project here. You can see it here or below here, files. You can see where my working directory is. You can check it by uh, using getwd. Oh no, I'm having problems with my kanina pa tong ano ko computer ko. Getwd, get working directory. It will tell you where this file is located. Okay, control enter. All right, so it's telling me that I'm in drive C, folder users, admin desktop, and this folder. This folder CC00COB slash descriptive statistics. Okay, so this is the R project that I created last time. Okay, and I just want to be assured that my working directory is in that file location. Okay, for those of you who missed last session, I hope you have already installed R and R Studio. We're working with R Studio, and this we learned that there are 4 window panes here. Okay, let me clean this. Okay, let me clean this. Okay, so I want you now to open. Okay, let's use this. I want you to open a new R Markdown file, and we will discuss at least introduction to data visualization because that's what the syllabus tells us, and combination of descriptive statistics and data visualization. More data visualization we'll be discussing next meeting. For today, we'll just content ourselves with some basic data visualization. And what's the purpose of this? What's the objective? The objective is in any quantitative research, you cannot escape discussing the distribution of the data, the behavior, or this distribution of some variables of interest. For example, you're doing multiple linear regression. You'll be studying a particular variable and associate it with several other variables. Okay, and it's imperative that you do descriptive statistics on those variables for you to understand the distribution of the data, okay, and some measures of central tendency about the data. Okay, so you know how to open an RMD file. We discussed that last time. So go here to this plus document here, and then we open an RMD file. Okay, if you click this, okay, just by way of review, you're asked for the title. You can name it any title you want. For example, descriptive statistics. Okay. And then now we said that the options here are to create a document presentation, a website, Shiny, and then maybe another document from a particular template. And we can just identify the date now here, this January 23, or we can leave it by default so that when we render this or when we need this, then it will print the date when you knitted the file. Okay, the outputs are HTML, PDF, or Word. We'll just stick it with the default HTML. Okay, if I click OK, then another instance of our markdown here. Okay, and this is descriptive statistics. That's the title. My name automatically because that's in my computer. And then this is the function. This is the code R sys.date that we clicked a while ago, an HTML document. All right, so we did this last time. So let me pause for a while. Are you able to follow? May I know if you have opened an RMD file? Kindly chat na lang, please. Or, you have any questions about opening an RMD file? Okay, sure. Sure, let me repeat. All right. So, uh, okay, I hope everybody has this interface already. You have the script file, you have the environment, you have the console, okay, and you have the files, plots, packages window. When you open an R file, you can actually open many types of R file, okay? So here, the plus sign, the plus document, when you click this, so these are the different types of R files that you can open, okay? You can open an R script, Quarto document, Quarto presentation. Quarto documents are an improvement of your R Markdown. Okay, so this is the next level documentation. It's a very powerful document, but for our purposes, we'll just stick it out first with R Markdown. So these are the other options that you can open in R. Okay, and we said that open. Click this R Markdown. Okay, and then yan, ito yung mga options natin. Either a document, a presentation. You heard it right. You can create presentations or just like PowerPoint-like presentations in R. And it may not be as design heavy as a PowerPoint presentation. However, the utility is really that great, especially if you're doing a presentation that requires a lot of statistical sorry, statistical outputs. Okay? So this comes in very, very handy. Itong presentation na to. Kasi yung RMD file nyo mismo, you can put codes there and then convert it into a presentation. Okay? And then the presentation will act like will behave as a PowerPoint presentation with the codes there and the output there. Now you're plotting something, the plot will be there. You don't have to create a plot in Excel and then copy it to PowerPoint. So this is seamless. Okay. It's like combining PowerPoint and Excel into one. All right. So you may name it any way you want. And then when you click this, okay, you're able to open now a new RMD file. Okay. Did that answer your question, Mickey?
Got it, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate the questions. So please don't be ashamed to ask questions. Just keep them coming. Because sometimes I might tend to go fast, okay, and might totally forget that this is your first time to be using R. So please, by all means, please inform me or remind me that I'm going too fast. I'll appreciate that. All right, so we don't need this. This is just a default output in R, so we can just create this one. All right. So for this evening, we're going to learn some of the many practical things that R can can do for us when we do statistical analysis and when we generate an output. When we go to week number 5, week number 4, that's the time we're going to learn more about how to uh, generate a report, a research output in an RMD file. For today, we're just going to learn some of the important functions. Okay, so let me. Okay, all right. Okay, so as I said in this class, we'll explore how to use R for business research. Our focus will be on descriptive statistics and a bit of data visualization. Okay, we'll try to, as much as possible, uh, choose marketing and accounting to so that it will be quite relevant to you. So there is no better way than just to first create our own data set. Okay, so to make it really relevant to our fields of study, let's create a data set, and I'll walk you through it. For now, let's install packages. So last time we learned how to install packages. Here are some of the packages that we're going to install now. So the long cut is actually not the long cut because you can install packages at the same time here. So the function is install that packages, and then you have here C. Okay, C stands for combine or concatenate. If you're installing several packages at the same time, then you use C and then identify the packages that you're going to make use of. So we have here tidyverse, ggplot2, dplyr, readr, schemr, hmisc, psych, and desk tools. Okay, so these are packages with many uses. Tidyverse is a family of packages. Actually, tidyverse includes ggplot2, dplyr, readr, and schemr. But nevertheless, we also installed these packages. So last time, I think we discussed that this is one way to install packages. Another way is to go to your packages window, okay, and then install. The problem with this is sorry, you can you can install also several or multiple packages separate with a space or a comma. Okay, so you can install these packages, tidyverse, ggplot2 here in the install packages window. Packages and then install, and then just install. Okay, or another way is go to tools, and then install packages. You get the same dialog box. Okay, let me cancel this first. Tools, install packages, and you get the same dialog box. So these are equivalent process, tools and packages installed. Same as tools and install packages. All right, so let me pause for a while. Again, please remind me that I'm going too fast. Yeah, okay. My question dito si Nicolo. Mine is still installing R package dependencies for R Markdown. Okay, so R Markdown. Okay, so it's still installing R Markdown. It's okay. So let's just wait for these packages to be installed. Okay, how do you run this? Okay, again, by way of review, sorry. Let's review, class, that in an R Markdown file, you run the codes inside the code chunk. So if you recall, the shortcut for a code chunk is Control Alt I. Okay. For Mac, it's Command Option I. Okay. And this is your code chunk. Code chunks are very important because you put your codes there, and if you run it, then it will print in the script window here. So let's say, for example, square root of 49, like that. Okay. If you put that inside a code chunk, and if you run this class, the answer will be inside in your script window. And that's very important if you're creating an object or creating a report, creating a paper. and you want that the answer of your code be reflected in the paper. Okay. Unlike if you were using an R script window, there is no code chunk there. No such thing as code chunk in an R script window. And when you, for example, this one, square root of 49, you can run, of course, this code. You can run it inside in your script window, but outside your code chunk. It will also run. Control Enter. Okay. What happened here? Okay. Square root of 49 there. Okay. Square root of 49 and then 7. Notice that the code that I wrote outside of the code chunk will never be produced here. The result will never be produced here. Okay. So take note of that. Okay. And may I have your confirmation, please, if you were able to install the packages already? Or you need a bit more time? Okay, thank you. Good. So let's wait for the others. How about the others, please? Okay. Let's wait for the others. Thank you, Hannah. Okay, thank you, Lawrence. Okay, let's give, thank you, Angel, but let's give also the others a bit more time. Some are still installing. Okay, and also I will have to give you time to write because I'm not giving you the codes, right? So uh, you should have a lead time for writing the code and then running it. So I can't rush this. Okay, for the others, it's already installed. For some, it's still installing. Okay, let's have a few more seconds. And for those of you who are still waiting for it to be installed, if it becomes installed already, then kindly please check that that your packages are already installed. While we're waiting, class, okay, while we're waiting, it's important to understand that packages are programs created by people in the know about our programming. So what they do is they're experts in their own field. For example, there are physicists, biologists, chemists who are experts in their field of biology or social scientists and who know how to program in R. So these people could have had some background in programming before. And what they do is they create programs in R that's useful for their field of uh, their fields. Okay, so there are like like mathematicians who have created many packages, and these packages, which contains commands, okay, commands or functions, they contributed to CRAN, the comprehensive archive network, and then they CRAN will vet this, take a look at it, and once it's okay, CRAN archives it in their network. And so this is made available now to everybody. And many people uh, benefit from the functions that are created from the packages. Okay, how about you telling me if you have installed the packages, please? May I have some feedback from you, an update, if okay na yung pag-install nyo? Ana, Lawrence, kamusta po? Jericho, Justerin. Bigyan ko lang ng so that I can see it immediately. Thank you, Justerin. Jet. How about the others? Anyone encountering any problem with the
Sir,
installation? Yes.
it says here that versions of these packages for your version of R might be available elsewhere.
Tingnan natin. I'll stop share. And then kindly share your screen, Mickey.
I'm using, sorry.
Lawrence, may question ka rin? If ganito yung screen. Oh, where did you write your code? Sa console?
Sa packages po.
Sa console mo sinulat, upper right? Dun ka sa install that packages.
Yes po.
Okay. So, mukhang loaded na, no? Check mo. Would you like to share your screen?
Okay po. Naka-disable, sir.
Ay, sorry. Share. Okay. Sorry for that.
Thank you, sir.
Okay na. Sige. Kaya pero si Mickey siguro kaya hindi naka-share kanina, no? Sorry, Mickey, were you trying to share? Okay, so what Lawrence did here? Tama ba, Lawrence? Yung nickname mo, Lawrence?
Apo, pwedeng Lawrence. Pwede
Okay.
po.
Okay. What Lawrence did here was to write so Lawrence did not create a code chunk here. I suggest that at the onset, you put the codes inside the code chunk so that when you review it, okay, you can easily see what were the packages that you installed. Okay, in this case, what Lawrence did was to use the install packages. So how do we check if the packages were installed? So using that packages window pane, dun sa may magnifying glass, Lawrence, could you kindly type there on the right side? On the right side. Di ba may packages window tayo? Yan.
Yes,
Sige.
sir.
Right side yan, right side. Go to the right. May search, may parang ano dyan, magnifying glass. There. Okay. Type, kunyari, tidyverse. Type mo si tidyverse. There. Lalabas siya, di ba? Yan. Tidyverse yan. Ando doon na si tidyverse. Naka-install na. Okay. How about the other, about ggplot2? Type mo nga si ggplot2. ggplot2. There. So ggplot2 is already installed. In fact, if you install tidyverse, automatically ggplot2 will be installed, dplyr will be installed. So dplyr, subukan natin. Dplyr. Yan, diba? Diyan si dplyr. How about schemr? Schemr, SK. Yan, SKI. Yan, diyan si schemr. HMISC, subukan natin si HMISC. HMISK. There, HMISC is already there. All right. So in the case of Lawrence, so it's perfectly okay to install your packages using the packages window and then install. Pwede yun. Okay. Lawrence, could you kindly increase your console window, please? Yan. Paki-increase lang siya. Liitan mo ng konti si packages. Ibaba mo siya yung yan. Okay, thank you. All right. And then increasean mo pa to the left, please. Yan. Okay. Sige, mag-scroll up ka nga. Tingnan natin yung ano. Scroll up, please. All right. So here you can see, sige, up pa please, up. Okay. So we can see here, okay. Lawrence, anong ginawa mo? Yung sabay-sabay, yung ano, yung mga packages, ginamit mo dun sa install?
Yes po, sir.
Okay. That's correct. No? Sabay-sabay na linagay, no? And you can see that when Lawrence, using the packages window pane, and then install, and then Lawrence wrote all the packages there for installation, then you can see that that's the equivalent code. Install that packages. So if I may suggest, Lawrence, what you do is please create a new code chunk. Windows ba to? Windows to, ano yung ginagamit mo?
Yes po, yes.
Sige, dun sa script window, nasa 11 script window, nasa upper left. Upper left ka. Yan ang script window. Upper left. Yung window pane dyan, sa pinaka leftmost. Di ba, 4 yung window panes, no? Yung script window, yung pinaka nasa leftmost. Okay, sige, i-point mo muna yung asan yung mga window panes natin. 4 yan. Hindi dyan. Yung buong screen mo, di ba? On the upper left, punta ka sa upper left. Hindi dyan. Go to the upper left. Sige, go to the left, down. Yan. You may 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yan. That's your script window, no? Okay, Lawrence, where's your cursor, please? Akyat ka sa taas. Baba ka. Akyat pa. To the window. Akyat pa. Yan. Window, okay? That's your script window, okay? Okay, it's okay. I'm not mad, ha? Inaano ko lang, na-excite lang ako, ha? So, I know it's quite difficult to follow along pag ano, no? Okay, go down, please. Go down to the next window. That's our environment window sa baba, no? Okay. Again, to upper right. Yan. Ito, yan. Console window natin yan. Okay? Tapos, sa baba, increasean mo nga yung ano niya. Increase the size a bit. Yung pinakababa. Hindi. Yan. Makikita mo yung arrow na dalawa. Hindi yan. Sige pa. Go to the yan, okay. So mai-increase mo siya eh. Mai-increase mo yung size ng ano. Okay, and this is your files, plots, packages window. So good review to class, no? Kasi again, I'm cognizant of the fact that you're using R for the first time. Okay, so nothing wrong with being confused about the window pane. So it's okay. Nothing wrong with that, no? Siyempre, of course, after some time, kabisado na natin yan. All right, so there are 4 windows in our markdown file, unlike in an R script. Okay. Sige, ganito gawin natin. Ipakita lang natin, Lawrence. So go to file, yung add, yan, yung plus na yan sa baba. Plus yan. Click mo siya, and then R script. Sige, click mo siya. All right, so ito panibagong file to, no? Yan, untitled number 5 na yan. R script to. So andiyan pa rin yung ano, andiyan pa rin yung environment sa baba, andiyan pa rin yung console sa upper right, andiyan pa rin yung files, plots, packages sa lower right. Okay? And if take a look at the R script window, anong difference siya? I-click mo nga, Lawrence, yung untitled 4. Yan. Okay. So tingnan nyo, ito may YAML, di ba? Diniscuss natin to last time. This is very important in printing or rendering your document. Okay? Kasi makokontrol mo siya. Okay? Untitled 5 ulit. Go. Yan, okay? Wala siyang YAML, ano? Walang YAML. So this is the difference between an R script and go again to Untitled 4 there and a R markdown file. Okay? So Lawrence, go down please. Go to 11, line 11 there. Enter ka pa. Enter pa. Enter, okay. So, okay na yan. So, shortcut natin ng R script is Control-Alt-I. Paki-press mo Control-Alt-I. Yan. Okay, so you're opening a new R script. Then go to your console. Go to your console, upper right, please. Sige, and i-copy mo yung install.packages. Okay. Yun yung parang yellow na code. Yan, yung yellow. Yan. Huwag mo isama yung yung greater than. Yan lang, okay? Copy mo siya, Control C. Yan, ilagay mo dyan sa sa baba. Yan sa R script. Code chunk. Enter mo. Sa baba ng curly brackets. Huwag mo siya itutuloy sa curly brackets. Enter ka. Hindi. Okay, ulit. Control Z na lang. Control Z. Okay. Labas ka ng yung curly brackets, lumabas ka dyan. Enter ka. Enter. Yan, para nasa next line ka. Control V ngayon. Yan, okay? So, for now, it's important that you write the codes in a code chunk like this so that if you review it, you know what happened. Kasi pag dun nyo lang in-install, dun sa packages install, ang record niya nasa console. Minsan nabubura yung console. So it's better to do that in an R in a code chunk. All right? Okay, so thank you, Lawrence, for that question. Okay, so the answer to your question is yes. Na-install na niya. How do we know if it's installed? Go to packages, click nyo dun sa magnifying glass na yan, and then i-type nyo yung package. Tingnan nyo kung na-load na siya. Okay, did that answer your question?
Yes, sir. Thank you po.
Okay, good. Any other questions? Mikey, I thought you have a question.
Okay, sir. I'll try to share my screen.
Sige. If you have any other questions, please feel free to. Kasi talaga nagsisimula tayo, no? So it's okay to be talagang medyo yung deliberate yung pag natin. All right. At Mikey, okay?
Yes, sir.
So what we did a while ago, go up please. Dun sa script window, up tayo, up. Up ka. Okay. Dinilit natin yung yung hashtag R markdown. Kasi hindi naman natin kailangan yan eh. Default na text yan sa RMD. Yan. So, highlight mo yan, pababa. Sama mo yung dalawang hashtag yan. Sige, go down, 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 down. Yan. Hanggang plot pressure, tanggalin mo yan. Ayan, tama yan. Yung installed packages, wag mo i-delete. Yan. Okay. Paki-delete yan. Alright? So, nagsimula tayo dyan, Now, enter mo yan, yung installed packages, mo sa next line. Yung simula ng installed packages yan. Sige.
Copy ko, sir.
Enter mo lang. Enter ka lang. Dun sa simula. Yan. Sige pa. Para mag-provide ka ng sige pa. Okay? Then, go to line 13 siguro. Okay? And then create a code chunk. What's the shortcut for creating a code chunk? What are you using, Mikey? Is it Apple or?
It's Apple, sir.
Apple. So, it's Command Option I. No? Command Option I. I-click mo yun. There. Okay? So, you created a new code chunk. No? So, copy mo yung yung text sa baba, yung code sa baba, yung installed packages. There. Okay. I-delete mo siya, tapos Okay. I-delete mo na lang, tapos i-copy mo doon.
The middle part, sir.
There. Place mo siya dyan. There you go. Okay? So, that's the thing to do, class. So, when you were installing packages, no? You can, of course, later on, pag medyo sanay na kayo, pwede na kayong packages na install dun sa packages window. For now, I want you to be recording whatever you're doing there. Okay, so that you know when you review this, okay, this is what I did. So this is how I load the packages. Okay, Mickey, did that answer your question?
All right, sir. Thank
Okay,
you.
good. Ayun, let's check first. Sorry, Mickey. Can you type please? Wala pa si ggplot2, ano? Go again to packages window there. And then i-type mo nga si tidyverse. Kindly type tidyverse. Okay. In this case, you can see that there's no tidyverse here, right? Which means that tidyverse has not yet been installed. So Mickey, you have to go to that code chunk, install that packages mo, and then run that. Either yung upper right niya, yung may green, yan, i-click mo yan. Sige, tingnan natin ha. Alright, error. Okay, may mali ka raw. Ano yung mali mo? Invalid in install that packages. May spelling ka bang mali? Mickey, can you increase your, ano? Pwede kang pumunta sa tools, sa taas. Tools, where's your tools?
Sorry.
Yung sa taas kanina, tama yun. Sige, go up please. Hindi, dun sa, yung sa mga tabs, ayan, yan. Yung tools and then global options. Baba. And then appearance no. Appearance and then yung editor font sa baba, sige, pwede rin yan. Yung editor font sa baba pa. Editor font. Gawin mo 18 na nga. 18. Para mas malaki yung font yan. 18. And then 18 din yung sa isa. Yan, para mas kita natin. Okay. Apply, okay. Alright, better. So, tingnan natin, may mali daw siya, no? Yung, Mickey, could you kindly replace yung unang quotes? Palitan mo nga yan and type quotes now. Sige nga. Ayan, okay. So, yun ang mali, no? Hindi niya na-recognize yung ganong klaseng font ng quotes. Okay, yun ang mali dyan. Sige, paki-replace na lang lahat ng mga quotes nan. Okay. Ayan. Oops. Alright. There.
Sorry, kasi kanina kinapi ko yung code.
Oo, yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Sa
That's
notes
true.
ko, tapos transfer ko lang dito, sir.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Part of the learning yan, Mickey. I appreciate this kasi everybody learns also. So sometimes you can test kung ayaw mag-run, baka dun sa coach, no? Tama yun. And it's good that we have this example. So run mo na yan. Okay na yan. There. Okay? Nag-run na siya. Kita mo naman on the console, no? Nag-run na siya, no? It's running already. It's loading the packages. Okay? And then you can now see mag-end siya with a greater than sign, no? Yan, naglo-load na siya.
Alright.
Okay, good. Hintay lang natin, Mickey, ha?
Sige po.
Tapos, tingnan natin yung i-type, you'll check again yung tidyverse mo dun sa packages. Okay. We appreciate questions like this, class, kasi everybody learns. And then it also helps you to address a problem that you're encountering. Kasi if you don't ask that question, then if you were not able to install the packages, then you won't be able to follow along because you'll be using some, especially from tidyverse, you'll be using, there you go. It's already loaded. And you notice now, Mickey, tinan mo, may tidyverse ka na dun, di ba?
Yeah.
All right, good. Thank you.
All right, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, appreciate the questions. Okay, let me share once again. Okay. I'm happy, class, with the questions. That's very good because we learn from those questions. Okay, so we have loaded this. Now, my question is, can we now make use of the functions of tidyverse, ggplot2? The answer is no, class. No, because if I check here, for example, tidyverse. Okay, so in your case, tidyverse is present, it's there, but it's not yet checked. Okay, it's not yet checked. So you can only make use of the functions of a particular package if it is checked. What's the meaning of being checked here? It means that it's loaded to your computer. yes, the package is there, but it's not yet loaded. So how do you load it? Okay, the way to load it is this one, class. So let's have a long cut first, and then I'll show you a shortcut. So whatever package you wrote here, okay, tidyverse. Okay, and notice I did not anymore include ggplot2 dplyr readr. You know why? Because it's connected to tidyverse. If okay, let me show this now. For example, dplyr. Okay, I'll remove this class. Okay, dplyr and even ggplot2. I'll remove it. ggplot2. Okay, I loaded it a while ago. So I remove those, dplyr and ggplot2. Now what will happen if I require tidyverse? So the code here, in order to access or to load your package is library or require. Same thing, require tidyverse. Okay, so you either type library tidyverse or require tidyverse, same thing. Okay, so what happens when we run this? Okay, R will now load tidyverse. So let's start first with tidyverse. Check your tidyverse. If it's already checked, then please remove it. Okay, please remove the check, and it's equivalent to this one. It's detaching your package. In my case, I unclicked it a while ago. So there was a code equivalent for that, detach. Okay, detach. All right. So I'm now going to run this, at least tidyverse first. Okay, let me just, okay. I'm going to write it in a separate code chunk. Okay, I'll click this class, library tidyverse, control enter. And notice class, okay, ggplot2 also got checked. Okay, also got checked. Why, class? The answer is here. The answer is here, class. So when you load tidyverse, it actually comes with a family of packages. So what are those family of packages? It comes with ggplot2, it comes with dplyr, it comes with schemr, it comes with readr, okay, and others. So when I load tidyverse, my ggplot2 also got loaded. Dplyr, okay, dplyr also got loaded. Okay, because tidyverse has dependencies. When you say has dependencies, it depends also. It makes use of the functionalities, the commands coming from these other packages. Okay, and something here I'd just like to quickly discuss with you. Okay, now here, okay, there are some notes here. Dplyr log masks stats log. So what does this mean? It means that the package stats has a function called log, and dplyr has a function called log. So what will R follow if you use the function log? So this tells us that the log function of dplyr takes precedence over the stats log. Dplyr log masks stats log. So if I use log, automatically R will not use the log from the stats package, but rather the log from the dplyr package. Okay, that's what this means. Can I still use the log function coming from stats? Yes, of course, but you have to do this. You have to write stats and then double colon and then log. All right. Okay, so just very basic. Don't be intimidated, class, because we will not really be going into the very difficult codes of R. We will just be using the basic, the more important ones as far as our research is concerned. Okay, so I have a feeling that you might be getting intimidated. Please do not. Okay, all right. So now that we have loaded the packages, Okay, let me load everything because I only loaded tidyverse. So let me just run everything here. There. Okay, I know that it has been loaded because here it was presented in console and it did not present any note that there was a problem loading. If I check desk tools, here it is. Okay, it's loaded already. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to, so let me just, you don't have to type this. I'll share it in the chat box, Control D. So kindly copy that and put it in your R. Okay, sorry, let me pause for a while. Okay, maybe you're still typing. If you're not done, class, kindly please remind me. Again, I keep on forgetting that I did not provide you with that, with those codes. Okay. As we begin to be more adept and skillful with R, I'll be providing the codes already. For now, please be patient. You'll have to learn and experience really typing the code. Okay. May I have your confirmation, class, if you're okay for me to proceed or you're still typing a particular code? Feedback, please, class. Thank you, Dom. How about the others? Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you, Hannah. And any problem with the others? Anything you'd like to me to discuss? Okay, no problem. Okay. I'll assume that you're okay. Okay, unless you raise your hand or you drop a comment here. Okay, none. Okay. So what we're going to do is let's learn how to generate our own data. So of course, in reality, okay, you have that already. You have data from accounting data, for example, your sales data, the product categories, the expenses. So here we're just going to simulate. Okay. Okay. So let's take a look at this one by one, step by step. Okay. Now this is my comment: create a realistic data set with more observations. With I think more than okay, more than 1,000. More than 1,000 observations. Okay, so maybe I'll just give this to you. Please open a new, create a new code chunk, Control C, and then I'll just give you the comment so that we can save on time. Okay, so put that here. All right, take a look at this. Then you have to write this set dot seed. Okay, so where do we use this set dot seed? Set dot seed is a powerful random number generator. Okay, it tells us that it's not a random number generator. It it makes uniform any random number that we're generating. So if I use set.seed 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, or for that matter, any number. For as long as we have the same number, then when we create or generate data, okay, we will have the same. We will have the same. Okay, so let's start first with this one. So what's happening here? We have years, okay, and then you have this. Did we discuss what this is, class? May I have a show of hands? What's this? This less than and minus. Did I discuss that with you last time? This one. What's this, class? Yes or no, please, if I discuss that with you. Okay, good. Thank you. All right. So let me explain what that is. Let me comment that out. So this symbol, class, is what you call your assignment operator. Okay, assignment operator. Okay, what does it do? Okay, as the name suggests, class, this one means that whatever value this code gives us, it will be assigned the name years. Okay, it will be assigned the name years. So we write a code, this code, okay, we use the rep function 2019 to 2023, and then h is equal to 240. Okay, and whatever is the result here, class, we call it years. It's giving a name to any data that you're generating. So what's rep, class? We can use the console, and then one way to seek help with a particular function is double question mark and then rep. Okay, sometimes it's one question mark. Okay, sorry, I'm having problems with my help function. This will not run. Okay, I will have to close it. Okay, I hope it runs. Okay, there, rep, help function. Okay, this is quite a lot. Okay, let me try here, rep. In help, rep. Okay, here, class, rep. So I'm going here, help, and then I type rep, and then there's a menu where you have rep plus other letters there. And I need this rep. Okay, I'm not able to, I'm having problems, class, with my help function. How about in your case? Were you able to access what rep means? Would like to share his or her screen for me to discuss, because I'm having problems with my help function. I'll stop sharing. Could anyone please share your screen so that we can discuss the rep function? Rep simply means repeat.
Hey sir, I can share po.
Yes, please.
Lumabas
Thank
po
you.
yung rep.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Wait lang po.
Sige lang.
Ayan, kita na po ba?
Right. Bang
Sir?
pwedeng pakilakayan no? Ano? Sa tools,
Sige po.
global option sa baba. Down. Hindi pa. Global options. Ayan. Appearance. Appearance. Ayan.
Zoom po
Dun
ba sir?
sa font
Ay,
na lang.
sorry.
Yan.
Eto po.
Yan. We can make it 18. Yung dalawang font. There. Sa taas.
Ayan po.
Yan. Okay, good. All right. So rep class comes from the base, it comes from base R. So which means remember when you open RStudio, the engine behind it is R, base R. So rep comes from this from base R. Therefore, we don't need to load the packages. It's readily available. So rep is simply replication. It replicates the values in X. It is a generic function, and the internal default method is described below. So ito lang class, oh. Rep X, okay? Then number of times. Rep that integer will generate an integer. Okay, replicates the values in X, generic function, and and internal default. Okay, so it just repeats class. Okay, so thank you, Dom. I'll get back sharing again, and then let's now work on our data. Okay, so make sure that you have run this. Let's run this first. Go to this line and then Control Enter. This will ensure that any data that we generate, any random data that we'll generate will be the same. The first one is not so much of a problem because it tells us that it will repeat from 2019 to 2023. So 2019, 21, 20, 21, 22, 23, 5 years. And each of them, 240. Okay? 240 instance of 2019, and then 220 instance of 2020, etc. So let's run this first. So go to this years, okay? Years. Okay, I'll give you time to run it. And let's discuss what happens. Okay, let me run this, Control Enter. All right. Now, how do I know that this repeating 2019 to 2023, each 240 times was already created? So you go here to your environment window here. Plus. Okay, so you notice now there's a name here, years. And it tells us that this is an integer. It's an integer vector, and there are 1,200 observations. How come it's 1,200? How many years are there? 2019, 20, 21, 22, 23. 5 years, each of 240. Right? So 240 times 5, that gives us 1,200. Okay? So that's the first object that we created. If you want to see everything, okay, so let me just print here. Print, or I can just type years. If you type years class, I'll just type it here in my console. Okay, let me once again just remove this one. Okay, years, and then Control Enter. Okay, it gives you the values of years. 2019, then there are 240 of those. We can check here, plus 2019 here. So this is 236. What does this mean? This is the 236th element. So 236, 237, 238, 239, 240. Okay, so R created 219, 240 times. Okay, so what are we doing, class? We're generating our own data. So we're creating a data which we name years, and then years is comprised of 1,200 observations, 240 each of 2019, 2020, up to 2023. Here it says that it it reached the maximum max print. So the printing here can only be up to 1,000. 96, 97, 98, 99, 1,000. Okay. All right. So any questions, class? Were you able to generate years? I would need your feedback, please. Jet, did you answer no?
Sir, ang iba yung nakalagay po sa akin. Truncated po siya.
Saan yun? Sige, pati
Yung
nga.
sa values. Sige po.
I'll stop share.
Wait lang po, sir.
Sige lang.
I-ano ko lang po.
Okay. So kay Dom, okay. Kay Hannah, okay. So kay Jet, seemingly may problem. How about the others, please?
Sir, okay lang po ba mag-leave ako saglit tas i-ano ko po yung isa
Yeah,
ko
sure.
pong laptop?
Sure. Go ahead.
Para
Sige.
lang, nadidisi po kasi yung gamit ko
Okay.
ngayon.
Sige.
Sige
Okay.
po leave lang
Sige.
po ako.
Leave ka.
Thank you po.
Enter na lang ulit, ha? Sige.
Apa.
Okay. So sige, while I'll take command again of share, and then okay, then may questions ba kayo, class? Any questions, please? Okay, none? So sige, dito naman, class. So here we're creating another object. Let's call it months. And then same thing, rep. So what are we going to repeat? There's this function class month.ab, month that abbreviation. So it's Jan, Feb, Mar, etc. Number of times is 20. 20 times. Let's see what this does. Okay. Let's see what this does. I'll run this, Control Enter. All right. And then we have here months. Okay. And we have Jan, Feb, okay, etc. If we print this, ano laman ng months, no? Months or print months, it will be the same. Months, Control Enter. All right. This one. So panay abbreviation siya ng months, no? January hanggang December, January hanggang December, January hanggang December, etc. 240 times. Okay? At 20 times, right? Kasi ang months 12 yan eh, di ba? 12 times 20, okay? 12 times 20, that's 240. So what will happen is that this will be paired, itong 240 na to, it will be paired to 2019. Tapos i-prepare yan sa 2020, etc. So that each year will have months ng January to February, February to December. Okay? Sige. Sige, Jet, tingnan na natin, ha?
Sige, sir. Share po ako.
I'll stop share. Stop share.
Okay po.
All right.
Kita na po, sir.
Masyadong maliit, ah. Ano ba yung... Wait.
Wait. Ayan po.
Okay, paano ba yung install?
Lakihan ko po ng ano.
Sige, please. Oh, parang
Sige po.
ang nakikita ko yan. Wait.
Jet, yung zoom mo yung naka-view sa screen.
Wait lang.
Thank you, Mikey.
Sige. Ayusin ko po.
Okay, it's okay. Yan. Okay. Kaso,
Wait lang po ah.
sige.
Eto sir, kita na po.
How about the others? Ako hindi ko makita. Ang nakikita ko yung chat eh.
Wait lang po ah.
Okay po.
Sige. At
Siguro
ganun.
i-close mo yung chat, no? Yan, okay.
Sige po. Kala ko.
Yan.
Wait lang po.
Tapos I think i-share screen mo siya. Yan, okay na yan. Okay na, okay. Sige, so what happened here? Ano yung lumabas?
Truncated po, pag tina-type ko po, in-enter ko po siya. So, hindi po lumalabas yung mga years or yung mga values po.
Sige nga, set.seed mo muna. I-run mo yung set.seed.
Set
Okay.
that seed.
Yan, i-run mo siya. Control Enter. And then years nga, sige.
Years.
Jet,
Po,
may suggestion ko, yung console mo, ilagay mo sa upper right. Okay? You know how to do that?
nakalimutan ko.
Sige, okay lang. Go to
Okay.
asan na yung, naka-Mac ka, no? Asan ba yung tools dyan? Sa taas yan,
Ito po.
yan, tools, sige. Then, global options.
Okay po.
Okay. Then, dyan sa left side, yung pane layout.
Pane layout.
Yan, okay, pane layout. Tapos, yung environment sa taas, gawin mong console. Click mo siya.
Ito po.
Ayan, console mo. Yan, okay. Okay
Yan,
mo na.
Okay,
na.
and apply po or apply
Kahit okay lang. Kahit okay lang. Pareho lang yan. Yan, okay? Nalipat na siya para mas kita natin kagad. Sige, so okay.
Opo.
Andyan na yung years mo, no? I-run mo nga ulit yung years.
Yung years, sige po.
Yan, sige. Yan muna. Okay? So, nag-run na siya, no? Nakalagay lang dito truncated now. Punta ka nga sa go ang gawin mo after yung line 56, mag-enter ka dyan, maglagay ka ng space. Sige, then enter mo. Isa pa, sige. Tapos balik ka.
Okay po.
Balik ka. Hindi, 57 tayo.
Okay po.
Sige. I-type mo nga years, please. Then enter mo. Hindi. Enter mo. Control enter. Okay.
Ayun.
Yan, dyan naman siya, no? Nakalagay lang ng truncated. It can mean that hindi lang niya ma-print dyan sa environment yung sample niyan. But it's there, no? Go down. Sige pa, tingnan natin kung hanggang saan yan. May 20
sige.
yung yan, sige, up. Sige, yan. Hanggang yan 2020, 2023. Yan. Okay?
Tapos, reach get option. Ibig sabihin po nun, nandun na po lahat.
Ando din siya lahat. Hindi lang niya ma-print yung lahat ng 1,200. Ang kaya lang niya up to 1,000. Pero okay na yan. So, one more thing. Jet, punta ka ulit dyan sa punta ka dyan sa 58 naman, line 58.
Okay po.
Line 58. I-type mo view, capital V, view.
View.
And then open and close parenthesis, years. Sa loob, years. Sige, i-run natin yan. Control Enter.
Ganito
Alright.
po.
Bakit ayaw niya? Surprising. Dito mo nga i-run sa sa console mo i-run.
Dito po.
Could not find function view. Talaga? It comes with R eh. It comes with base R. Sige nga, double capital V ulit.
View.
Open and close parentheses and years.
Then,
Enter mo nga. Okay, something's wrong. No? Kasi ang view, base R yan eh. So, it does not belong to any package. Okay, anyway, sige. I-decipher na lang natin kung bakit ayaw mag-run yung view. Okay? So how about your month? If i-try mo nga. Months yata yan eh. Months,
With
capital
S.
S. Oh, with S.
Okay po.
Okay, so i-run mo siya.
Pag ganyan,
Okay. Lumalabas ng truncated. Pero i-print mo ulit. Type mo months. Enter mo. Control enter. Yan. Okay. Okay, siya 240 lahat yan, no?
Opo.
Okay, good.
200.
Good.
Yan
Tama.
lang po. Opo.
Tama. Okay, good, good. So
Thank
far,
you po.
okay tayo. Okay, Jet, salamat ha.
Opo. Thank you,
Okay.
sir.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you. Ako magpapasalamat sa inyo.
Opo.
Okay. Plus, I appreciate you again asking questions kasi hindi naman tayo nagmamadali. No? In a sense na this is not a sprint. This is a marathon. Hanggang end of the term tayo. That's why I will really appreciate your questions. Okay, so far we have created years, we have created months. Si months, a month that no, abbreviated, January up to December, tas 20 times. So that means yung 12 months times 20, that's 240. So what will happen is that yung 240 na to, imamatch natin dito kay 2019, yung 220 kasi yung si 2019 eh. I-prepare natin kay 2019. So si 2019 magkakaroon ng January, February, March hanggang December 20 times, no? Parang 20 times na may sales siya nung 2019, etc. Okay, anyway, this is just simulated data. Okay, next. Let's create now this variable product categories. Okay, we can name it product na lang or whatever. And then here, we're going to repeat. Okay, repeat. C stands for concatenate. So, create lang tayo ng mga products nila, no? Electronics, furniture, clothing, food, beauty. So, this is times 5 to. And then 48 times. Bakit 48 times? Para maging 240 din. Okay? So, let's run this. Control Enter. So, I now have here product categories. There. Okay, 240 din, no? So if I'm going to print this, take for 48 product. Okay, take note class when I type, okay, nagwawala na naman tong R ko. Product. Notice may lalabas class lahat ng codes o lahat ng objects na starting with products, lalabas yan. So I don't have to type everything. Pag lumabas na si product categories, itatab ko lang yan. Okay, shortcut, konting shortcut, and then control enter. So this is the 240 lahat, no? 239 to. So this is 240, and then you have the different products. Okay? So I hope you see what we're driving at, what we're doing. We're just simulating a data here. Okay, so next, ano na tayo? All right. So meron tayong years, months, at saka product categories. Okay? All right. Then, ang gagawin natin class, we're going to create this object, sales data. Sales data. And take a look at how we're going to create this. Okay, I encourage you to watch the videos that I posted, class, on data types and data structures because you'll be able to learn more about R and appreciate how R say, operates, okay, or how R deals with different data types. Okay, so here I'm creating a data frame. What's a data frame? A data frame is a type of structure, okay, where you have rows of observations and then columns, class. So it's like this, no? So this is a rectangular object here. Sorry for the drawing. Okay. Okay. So this is how a data looks like. Okay. So dito, for example, ilalagay natin dito yung years, tapos dito yung months, then product categories, whatever. And each row, class, is an observation in itself. Okay? So each column has a name. Okay? Each row is an observation, a unique observation. All right. So this type of data structure is called a data frame. And what are we going to do? We're going to create a data frame based on what the objects that we created. So let's create this object sales data. Again, whatever output comes out of this code will be, okay, will be named sales data. Okay, since I'll be requesting you to write it, let's go through it one by one. No? Just slowly, enough time for you to write, and at the same time, we end up at the same time, and then we run this. Okay, so let me fix this. Okay, so this is quite a long code. Okay, so data frame. Okay, the first one is we're saying that create a column with the name year, Y-E-A-R, and then this year is actually equal to your years. So R recognizes what years is. Ito yun, di ba? 1,200 observations, 2019, 2020. Okay, so we're going to create a data frame. The first column will be year, and year will be equal to the year's date, the year's object. Okay, I hope you're following. Okay, and then create the second column will be month. Okay, and then it will be equal to months. Ano yung months natin? Ito din. Diba ito? Okay. All right. And then, next, product category natin. Okay. So we're creating this object called product underscore category. And it's equal to, okay, here we're using sample, no? Sample, okay? Sample from product categories. Ilan lahat? 1,200. And then replace is equal to true. Okay, so I'll make you write that first, class, and then I'll explain what's happening to that sample data set. All right? And then comma, we're adding 4 more variables in our data frame. Ano to mga to? Okay? Meron tayong sales, meron tayong marketing expense, meron tayong revenues, and meron tayong profit. Now, this is where the set.seed comes in very handy. Kasi ito, class, mga ano to, mga simulated numbers. Our norm here means that we want R to generate numbers, class, numbers, random numbers yan. How many all in all? 1,200. Okay. And then the average should be, mean is 10,000. So yung pag in-average natin yung values ng ano natin ng simulated values ng sales, okay? Average na 10,000, standard deviation na 3,000, okay? And then 2 decimal places. So this is what this means, okay? So maybe just to make the typing for you a bit easier, okay? Although I wanted you to write this, but for now, sige, i-chat ko na muna to, no? Okay. So that we can focus on, although mas maganda talagang kayo magsulat, no? Pero sige, okay lang. Okay. What are we doing here now? So may sales tayo. Round means, class, round it to 2 decimal places. Yun, yung round dito. Ibig sabihin, round it to 2 decimal places. Kasi baka yung sales natin, baka maging 10 decimal places yan eh. So we're limiting it round. Our norm means that your data should be normally distributed. Okay, normally distributed siya. Ilan lahat? 1,200. When you get the average of your data, dapat it should be around 10,000. The standard deviation should be 3,000. And as I said, 2 decimal places. So lahat yan may round class, no? The round function will require that you put how many decimal places you're rounding it to. And then marketing expense, tingnan nyo, ganun din, no? Normally distributed, 1,200 observations. The mean is 2,000. So deliberately, binaba yung marketing expense, binaba natin kaysa sales. So ang sales natin, ang average ng 10,000. Si marketing expense, 2,000. Okay? Standard deviation mas maliit din, 500, and 2 decimal places again. And then revenues class. So this is different from sales. Net revenue is more lahat ng net revenue to. So mga operating expenses, tama ba yung term ko? Sorry. Medyo nakalimutan ko na yung terms ko sa accounting. Revenue is, again, our norm na naman. It will generate random numbers, normally distributed yan. Ang average niya 12,000. So, teka muna, sales revenue, bakit 12,000 yung ano natin, no? Siguro baguhin natin to, dapat yung sales mas mataas, no, kaysa sa revenues. Okay, sige, ganito gawin natin class. Let's make sales. Okay, gawin natin revenues mga ano na lang. Siguro, okay, 8,000. 8,000. Standard deviation, let's lower it a bit to, okay, 1, 2. Ang mean natin, 8,000. Standard deviation natin, let's make it 2,000 na lang. Okay. All right, same thing, 2 decimal places. And then profit natin, again, our norm, 1, 2, mean is 5,000. Standard deviation is 1.5. Okay, so these are randomized numbers class. Okay, randomly generated to. So when you say random, hindi natin alam kung but it's randomized. And the good thing is, we'll have the same thing. Kasi nag-set that seed tayo. So whatever random numbers we generate for sales, for marketing, for revenues, and for profit, we will have the same. Okay, pare-pareho tayo. Okay, so actually we have run this, ano? Okay, so let me, sorry, and create a new code chunk here. Okay, okay, let's make it run random data. Okay, lagyan ko lang ng pangalan. I should have given this a name. Anyway, all right. So, ano mangyayari dito? Mag-create siya ng data frame. Ano laman ng data frame? Andun yung year. Ang laman ng year will be years. Itong years na to. Month. Ang laman ng months will be this one. Okay. Product category. Ito. Class, ano yung sample? Ang sample class, ano to? Yung magdo-draw out lang siya. Remember, ang mga product categories natin, electronics, electronics, electronics. So, ang gagawin niya, imagine class a bowl. Okay? Imagine a bowl. Tapos yung bowl na yan, ang laman, yung product categories natin. Ano-ano yan? Electronics, clothing, food, etc. Di ba 5? 5 yan, limang items yan. I'll call it A or B. Yan. 5 yan, di ba? Pag sinabing sample class, sample, okay, magdo-draw out siya yan. Isa. Okay? So, i-record yan as clothing. Tapos, replace is equal to true. What does that mean? Ibabalik niya yung kinuha. Yung replace is equal to true. It will replace, it will put back what was obtained. Kasi class, pag replace is equal to false, pag kinuha yung clothing, di hindi na ibabalik yung clothing. E di magiging 4 na lang to. E di, ang kailangan natin class, ano eh? Kailangan natin 1,200. E lilima lang to. So magkaka-error yan. Huh? So every time it picks up an item there, a category, it will return it. So every time, 5 lagi yan. So kuha ng kuha. Okay, next. Ano ulit? Electronics, balik na naman siya. Kuha ulit. Electronics naman nakuha. Pero randomize siyang class. Okay, so that's what we mean by that. So isa-sample niya itong product categories. Take note yung product categories, di ba? Ang laman yan, 240 ng electronics, etc., etc., etc. Okay? All right, then I already explained sales, marketing expense, revenues, and profits. Okay, so let's run this. Let me clear my drawings, then close this. And then let's run this. I'll run this. Run current chunk. And nag-create na siya class ng sales data dito. Take note. Ilang observations. So we were expecting 1,200. Ilang variables? 7. Ano yung mga variables yan? Year, month, product category, sales, marketing expense, revenue, profit. Okay? And this is a data frame class. Okay, if I click this class, notice that the equivalent function is view sales data. And you have here 1,200 observations. Now, tanong ko lang class, yung una nyo bang 2019 January food 9179.2, 1465.74, 5633.75, 6183.43. Food class. So randomized din yan, no? Hindi electronics yung nauna kasi nagpi-pick up lang siya dun sa basket. Okay. You should have the same numbers class because we did the set.seed. Okay? So may I have your feedback class if we got the same first row. We should have the same first row and even last row. Lahat tayo pare-pareho dapat kasi nag-set.seed tayo. Good. Thank you, Dom. Mikey, thank you. Okay. How about the others? Yung iba class, kamusta? Did you get the same? If you have any questions, please feel free to ask them now. Any questions? Okay, thank you, Anna. By the way, who among you may I request somebody to create a messenger group chat for us para mabilis yung natin yung announcements? Can somebody volunteer? Viber ba mas mabilis, Mikey? How about Messenger? Ayan, si Angel. Angel, are you volunteering? Or are you asking a question?
Sorry, Survey Dog is working, but yes, can make a messenger group.
Sorry. Sige. Thank you. Sige, thank you. So, Angel will create the messenger group for us. Okay, what do you need, Angel? Yung mga emails namin or what? So, just...
Facebook names or links will do. I'll just add them.
Okay, sige. Para ma-create ni Angel yung group natin. So that in case I have messages, okay, please send FB names or why don't you do that? Let me first, okay. Okay. Now that we have created the sales data set, if we try to learn more about the data, okay, let's do some codes that will give us more information about the data. So let me go here and create a new code chunk, Control-Alt-I. In Mac, it's Command Option-I. So let me start with a Okay, first we can use the, here we go again. We can use the head function, head, and then sales underscore data. Head function, there. The head function will give us the first 6 observations. So at least you have an idea what the object is. Okay, so these are your variables: sales, marketing expense, revenue, profit. Okay, you have here year, month, product category, etc. So the 7 variables that we have. Okay, we can also get, let me just put it here, the structure of the data, str, structure. Okay, I'll need to close this later. Structure, sales. Again, if I type sales class, it will automatically show this. This is the only object here. And so I'll just type tab. Okay, no need to type underscore and data. Control enter. Control enter. So what's this? As I mentioned a while ago, it's telling us that this is a data frame containing 1,200 observations of 7 variables. And the variables are represented by this $sign. Later on, I'll explain this in greater detail. $year, it's an integer, 2019, 20, etc. $month, so this is the next variable. It's character, January, February, March. Product category, it's also character. Food, you have beauty, you have etc. Electronics, and then sales, sales. This is numeric, okay? And these are the numbers for sales, marketing expense, revenues, profits, etc. And lastly, before we go on a break, okay, let's take a look at summary. Summary sales data. Okay, control enter. And this is part of descriptive statistics. Okay, the year, since it's a number, then it got the minimum value, the maximum, it got the first quartile, third quartile. But of course, this is not relevant because year is actually more of a character variable, although it appears like a number, but it's just a label for a particular year. So you don't actually compute the average of the year. Same for the month, it's character. So you can see here, it does not even compute because this is a character. Also product category. But for the others, you have sales. It computes for the minimum, okay? Computes for the maximum, the first quartile, the second quartile, the average. Same thing for marketing expenses, revenues, profit, okay? Profit, etc. Okay? So you can see that we can do some descriptive statistics using the summary function. Okay, so let me pause recording. So what we have done so far was to take a look at some summary statistics. Okay, what we did was to use the summary function. We also learned about the structure of the data, and data.frame is one of the most important type of data structure. Other types of data structure include vectors, lists. Of these, data frames are the most widely used for data analysis. Okay, so when we run summary of sales data, we learned that what will happen is that it will generate the 6-number summary. 6 numbers because it generates the mean and the max, first quartile, second quartile, third quartile, plus the average, the mean. If it's a character variable, of course, it will not generate the 6-number summary, just the frequency, just the count. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, there's another, I know, did I run this a while ago, the scheme? Let me check. I don't think so. Okay, there's another function similar to summary. it's skim. Or there's another one also. Maybe let's take a look at dplyr. I think if I'm not mistaken, has glimpse. Yeah, it has glimpse, the glimpse function. Glimpse sales data. Okay, so these are a family of functions that relate to generating the summary statistics. So summary, and then from dplyr, we have the glimpse function. It's quite similar to the summary. Let's run this. Okay, by the way, let me, maybe for this one, let me just share this, okay, this code with you. So for some, I'll ask you to write. For others, I'll just share with you in the interest of time. Okay, you can cover more. All right, this one, class, the result is this one. So it just looks like your structure. Okay, just a different format, but the same. So summary and glimpse are almost the same. Rows 1,207 columns. Okay, so year, month, product category, sales. All right. Now let me just quickly discuss this. Okay, what do this mean? Dollar year, dollar sales. Okay. Let's get the average of sales. Okay, mean of sales. This one. Could you tell me, please, let me, sorry, let me delete this. Okay, let me clean that up. What do you get when you get the average of sales? Sales, as you know, is from our sales data. This is sales. What is its average, class? Anyone? Average of sales? What are you getting, class? What does your R show? Mean of sales? Hello, class. Hello. Feedback, please. Mean, average of sales. What sales, class? Sales is a variable in our sales data here. Waiting for your response, class. I hope we can make the response a bit faster, class. Otherwise, we'll be okay. 9954 for Hannah. Okay. How about for the others? Hannah, did you run that mean of sales? Kindly run that specific code and tell us what you get.
Sir, nag-error po siya sa akin.
Yeah.
So I just
please.
check po yung sa summary.
Okay, but kindly type the message that you get. So kay Dom meron may message. Kay Mickey, error din. Hana, how about? Yeah, nag-error ka rin. Okay.
Same po sa kanila
Same,
yung
same.
lumalabas, sir.
All right, that's what we expected, class. Okay. When you run this code, mean of sales, you'll get an error term. Why? If you take a look at the objects here, okay, error, thank you, Jericho. If you take a look at the objects here, there's no such thing as capital S sales. We have sales data here, but this object sales does not exist. So R is not able to understand what this is. it took a look at the objects that we have created, and capital S sales is not one of them. Sales is part of our sales data. Okay. To avoid confusion, let me do this. Let me run this. Okay. And let me just create an object called data. Okay. Okay. I'm having problems with my R data, alt minus, and then sales data. So what am I doing? I'm creating an object called data, and this data contains sales data. So it's exactly the same. Okay. Exactly the same. If you check the content, if you view this, exactly the same. However, I just wanted to create this so that it won't come in the way of confusion with, for example, this variable sales here. So if I get the mean of sales, okay, and by the way, you can delete this class, this data. You can type RM, which is remove. Okay, let me show that. RM and then data. Okay, remove data. So I have data here. Control Enter. Then take note, data is no longer here. Okay, if I run this again, to run in your console, just press the arrow key. Okay, and look for the code that you need if you're repeating it. So data, sales data, Control Enter. So once again, we have data here. All right, so sales class is not existent here. So what's my point here? My point is, if I want to get the sales data, I have to go through the object which contains the sales. Okay, so for example, mean, and then since sales is inside data, I type data, and then I press $. Okay, take note. The $sign will allow us to access whatever is inside that specific object. So I arrow down, sales. There you go. Tab there. So mean average of sales, which is in data. And R will recognize this because you have the data object here. Okay, Control Enter. There you go. It's 9954. Same thing if you get the standard deviation data, $, standard deviation of revenues there, tab. Okay, SD, Control Enter, 1963.484. Okay, so that's the use of the $sign. Okay, that's the use of the $sign. Now, will you be able to get the back here, to get the mean of your sales without using data here? Let me go back there. Mean sales. Could this run, class? Could this run? Only in one instance. So we can run this by first making use of this function attach data. So what are we doing here? Okay. Attach data. Okay. What am I doing here? I'm announcing to R that from this line of code, whatever data I'm trying to access or variable I'm trying to access is part of the data object here. So Control Enter. All right, and then mean of sales. Will this work? Could you kindly check this, class? Mean of sales. Does that work even without the sales data or data object? Did it work, class? Okay, good. Yes, it worked. So R understood that this sales is coming from the data set, the data object. If I, for example, get the standard deviation of, let's say, what's that? Revenue. Okay. Will this work? Yes, again, because we have attached the object data, and R understands that this revenue comes from data. Control Enter. There you go. Okay. Now, sometimes when you're working with several files, several objects, this may not be a good idea. So after you attach the data, and then you're going to use another object, it's best to detach it so that it will not cause confusion. Detach data. All right. Control Enter. So now, if I get the mean again, mean of standard deviation of revenue, Control Enter, it's no longer okay, it's no longer found class. Why? Because we have already detached the data. Okay. I hope I'm not speaking too fast. Let me pause for a while and allow you to percolate. I like the term on what I have discussed. Okay, and maybe copy for some of you who are following along. Okay, and I'd like your feedback if we're okay so far. Any questions? Is the discussion clear? Are you able to follow? Am I going too fast? So these things are very important to me. Feedback. Any comments? Okay. I encounter different amounts from DOM initially, but because I will run the sales data multiple times, but I was able to get back to our set C data. Okay, good. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Dom. Thank you for that discovery. Hannah, thank you. Mikey, thank you. How about the others? I would appreciate you telling me how have you found
Sir,
yes.
I just want to ask if you
Sure.
have a whole copy or listing of this command para lang, alam mo yun, parang review namin or what.
A listing of the command.
Yes.
Okay, so let me see. A listing of the command. What I can do is the file, since when we're done with the file, I can share with you the file itself. Is that okay, Mikey? I'm referring to this one.
Okay, sir.
This file that, and for other functions class, there are so many references, so many videos, in fact, about R Markdown at your disposal. In fact, you'll be the one to quote unquote surrender because of the uh, numerous references. Nowadays, it's not a question of you not finding a reference. It's rather a question of which one to choose because there are so many really. Okay, so that's the good thing about our this at this time class. So many videos have been done about this. So many videos have been created to explain these functions. So you will never be at a loss for references for materials on this. Okay, but I'll share the codes with you. Okay, at least for this discussion. Okay, thank you, Mikey. Thank you. All right, so let me once again remove this. All right, so we looked at a while ago. We looked at summary and then glimpse, and then we can take a look also at another function, skim. Okay, this is from skim R just to show the package. Okay, so initially, if you're using a particular function, just to make sure that you know where that function is coming from the package, I would usually include the namespace for that. Okay, skim R. And then the function is skim sales data. You'll get the same answer if you use skim data. Okay, it's okay, take a look at this class. This is from Skim. All right, so it gives us the variables, 5 rows, 1 to 5, and then how many missing values? Is this complete? How many percent? Then we have the mean, okay, standard deviation, first quartile, second quartile. This is the sorry, this is the minimum. Apologies. This is the first quartile. This is the median. This is the third quartile. And you have here the maximum value and sort of a histogram here. Okay. So you notice that for Skim, it just lists the if you take note, okay, this is our sales data, year, month, product category. There are two variables that are character. So there could not be any descriptive stat computations with this. You can only have a count of how many January, February, March, etc. A count of how many food. In fact, let's do that. So if I use the table function, suppose you'd like to know how many of each food, beauty, electronics is there. So we can use data, right? Data and then $sign. Remember, we have also data, which is your sales data. And then if I want about product category, table, product category, it will give us a listing of how many beauty products there are, clothing, electronics. So it's quite a bit balanced. Okay, so that's the table function. Let me share this with you. Okay. So this is useful for categorical variables. You don't use it for use it for quantitative variables, because how do you count the number of 9179.2? How do you count 13145.3? Okay, are there other figures like that here? We don't know, but you don't usually count that. Okay. All right. So going back here, so we looked at Skim class. Skim deliberately remove the character variables. Let me run that again. Okay. So it tells us here that so this is a data summary. The name of the data is sales data. Number of rows 1,200. Columns is 7. Column type frequency 2 character and 5 numeric. All right. So wait, what's wrong here? Skim. Am I getting the correct? Let me run it here. Sorry. So we did glimpse a while ago, and then Skim. Here, yeah. So this is the first part, the one I was reading a while ago. This is the second part, okay? And month, yeah, it did include month and product category, okay, which is really unnecessary, because you don't have minimum, maximum, okay? But the classification for the categorical variables are different, okay, as compared to here are the quantitative variables, and we have shown this a while ago. So there are 3 sets here that are shown in the Skim function. Okay, a summary of the data. How many are character, how many are numeric, and then this is a summary of your character variables, okay, and a summary of your quantitative variables. The good thing about Skim is that it segregates your character variables with your quantitative variables. Okay, so that's Kim. Another one is HMISC. So we use the describe function there from HMISC. If you run this, this is the output. Okay, so it's quite comprehensive also. It takes a look at each of the variables. 7 variables, 1,200 observations. So it takes a look first at the year, okay? Total 1,200, no missing. And there are 5 distinct. The mean is 2021, although this is not really important, necessary. Then it counts 2019, 2020, of course, because we did this, we generated equally 240 each. So the proportion is 20% each. And then it goes to it goes to the next one, okay? The month. So these are the months, and there are 100 by design. We generated 100 for each. Okay, product category. This is also category, character variable. Okay, and then for the product category, there are 5 categories, and then it counts the number of beauty, clothing, electronics, etc., and the proportion. The greatest is beauty with 20.7%. The lowest is clothing with 19.2%. So the HMISC package described goes into every every variable, okay, and extract some information about them. So there's a different different presentation for a categorical variable and different for a numerical variable. Okay, and then also we have describe coming from psych. Okay, so this is quite different from the describe of HMISC. HMISC describe is really very very comprehensive. Okay, for this one, for psych, it will be just the basic, the variables, the count of each, the mean, and it puts a asterisk here because it tells us that these are categorical variables. So this one do not really have any meaning. Okay? We don't usually get the mean of a categorical variable. But how come there's a number here? Because what it did, class. So for example, this one month, January, February, it assigns a number to each one. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 12. And then what it does is adds everything and then divide it by the number of observations. Okay, so you still got a number there. Okay, just a minute, class. Okay, sorry about that, class. All right, so we have here. All right, saan na tayo, class? Yeah, that's the psych, no? So ordinary lang. And this one, class, this one is interesting. Descriptive tools, the descriptive. This is one of the most comprehensive one I've seen. Okay, enter and take a look at this, class. It's quite long because it's really comprehensive. So a lot of details, class. So it starts first with the column name, class, okay, etc. Okay, then get here. Okay, where's this? Let's go here. Same thing, frequency, a cumulative frequency, cumulative percent. I would that you try to review, no, in basic stat, these are basic stats. And then this one, the same thing. And then for each, okay, for example, this one, okay, it gives us some plots. Let's take a look at for the character variables like product category. It gives us a bar plot of the levels, beauty, furniture, etc. Okay, you can copy this and put this as part of your descriptive statistics discussion in your paper, for example, and it gives us the percentage. It's almost all are the same because the variance is very small, 200 or 240 plus. Just this is just 230. The discrepancy is not, the difference is not that big. Okay, in terms of percentage. All right, so here, this is sales. You can see the plot. Okay, this is your mean. Okay, you can see that it's practically normally distributed because we generated this using R norm. This is the normal distribution, and you can see how the data is really just like perfectly arranged, not perfectly, but near perfectly arranged like a normal distribution. Okay, this is the cumulative frequency. All right, so very complete class for even for the other, for all the variables. Okay, you can see that they're really normally distributed. Okay, and for example, your variable of interest is sales, or you'd like to predict sales. So you can copy this and then discuss it. Discuss sales using also the summary function. What's the first quartile, second quartile, what's the mean, what's the median, etc. All right. Okay, so of all this class, this is one of the best. Best in the sense that it's really comprehensive. The challenge is more on interpreting it, okay? Because in a research paper, you just don't copy the figure and then leave it as is. You'll have to discuss. You'll have to explain what this figure means. So, hindi pa pwede yung figure lang. All right. So then, okay. Now let's go here, class. Okay, we have maybe 2 or 3 more or 4. And then we'll stop there and take data visualization next time because this already I think is too much. Too much coding, too much, and I don't want to overwhelm you so much. So with this one, I'll send this to first Control C. Let me see if I can copy this. Control V. Okay. So kindly copy this and then we'll discuss it. Okay. One of our topics here, class, is data wrangling. Okay, let me show this to you. Here. Data wrangling, data management. This is one of our topics. Here, I'm introducing to us an example of data wrangling. When you say data wrangling, you're working on the data, you're grouping it, you're classifying it, you're transforming your data. Okay, you have your data frame, and then you do some transformation in order to generate an output. So let me just explain to you what this is. Here, this is what we call a grouped descriptive statistics. If we know that there's an item here, there's a variable here, the product category. There are 5 categories here, okay? Food, beauty, electronics, etc. And we would like to let's say create a descriptive statistics for food, for beauty. Okay, so we'd like to group the food. So what will happen is that if you group this manually, it will take a long time because you have 1,200 observations. So if you can, maybe you can sort it in Excel, So you have all the food and then get the average of sales for all the food or for all the electronics, but that can really be very unwieldy and time consuming. Now, good thing R is very powerful with regards to data wrangling. We call it data wrangling. Okay, and an example of that is this one. So let's discuss this. Okay. Okay. Now, we'd like to, okay, what's happening here, I'll explain first. We would like to get the average sales, median sales, standard deviation of the sales, average profit, median or the middle profit, and then standard deviation of the profit. Okay. For each of the products, okay, by product category. So imagine having to compute the mean of sales and profit, mean, median, standard deviation of sales, mean, median, standard deviation of profit. That would be very long, class. And that will be, you have five products, okay, and then you have 6 measures. So that will mean 5 products times 6 measures. That will be 30 computations. Okay. So for example, imagine this manually. You put your data in Excel. You sort the data by, let's say, first, let's say, beauty products. And then you sort it by beauty. And then what you do is you get the average of sales. That will be your mean sales. And then get the median of sales. That will be your median sales. And then standard deviation of sales for beauty pa lang. And then you go to electronics. So imagine 30 computations all in all. So this is where R really becomes very, very powerful. In data, we call that data wrangling. So you manipulate your data, you transform it, you do something about it, you wrangle with your data, as I said, data wrangling. And R really proves to be a very powerful powerhouse in regards to this. Okay, so let me explain this. So you can see here, this is a new symbol to you, percentage slash greater than percentage. There's a shortcut for that. First, okay, that's the old way to write it. Okay, and this is called actually your, let me put a comment to that, pipe operator. Okay, you notice that we have 2 pipe operators here. Pipe operator only means and then. Okay, so if we read this, we're just saying you start with your sales data. This is your sales data, right? This is our sales data. Okay, and then, okay, and then what will we do then? We're going to group by. All right, so this is coming from your dplyr package. Okay, so dplyr is data manipulation using R. Okay, so this dplyr, which comes with tidyverse, is very, very powerful. So what will happen if you group by? Okay, group by, R will now group your data by, okay, by what? Okay, let's put here table, if you recall, class, table, I'll just use data, dollar, okay, sorry, here, class, here, table, data, dollar, product category. So what are the different categories? Beauty, clothing, electronics, furniture, food. Okay, so R is going to group those 5 categories. And then we use, and then again here, and then the function summarize. Okay, sorry. So this is also from dplyr. Okay. Okay, although we don't need to put that because R understands already that this is coming from dplyr. And then what do we do? Here, class, is the computation. We get the mean of sales, median of sales, standard deviation of sales, mean of profit, median of profit, standard deviation of profit, and then this is the name that we're going to give it. Mean of sales is equal to the average. So this is the name of the variable, and then this is the name of the, this is the function. All right. So before we do this, class, now this one is a pipe operator. the shortcut for this is Control Shift M. Okay, let me show that. Control, or in Mac, it's Command plus Shift plus M. So that's the shortcut. Control Shift M. Okay. And Mac, Command Shift M. All right. So the shortcut for that is, let me type that, Control Shift M. Okay. Did you get this, class? And then this one also, Control Shift M. Okay. Any questions? Class? Questions? Were you able to use Control Shift M? Did you generate the symbol? Sure, Mikey. Same symbol here. Same. This one. Or did you generate the other one, percentage greater than percentage? What symbol did you generate? Is it this one, percentage?
The percentage, sure.
This percentage, okay. So why did I generate another one, class? Okay, this is the newer version, slash greater than, because this is quite unwieldy if you're going to type it. So why is it that I pressed same thing, Control Shift M, Control Shift M. I got this. Also this one, Control Shift M. Okay, so in order to change it, class, you go to Tools. So follow me, class. Tools. And then Global Options. Same thing. Tools, Global Options. And then you go to Code. Code. Okay, so over here you see Use Native Operator. And you have, I'm sure you have R.4.2, I think. So this is the new one, class. Slash and then greater than. And so please check this. It's unchecked, class. So please check this so that it will generate this newer symbol. And click OK. All right. And then remove what you wrote here a while ago. And then Control Shift M again. There you go. Okay, feedback please if you were able to get the new version. Okay, did you get the new version already? Okay, good. Thank you. Yes, great, great. Okay, so that we're on the same page. So this means, class, this is the pipe operator. It looks like a pipe. No? It simply means and then. Okay, let me write that. And then. Parang, so, what's next? Parang ganon, no? And then. And then, okay? All right, so what do you have here? Again, class, just by way of review, okay? You start with sales data, and then we tell R, using dplyr, R, group it. No? Of course, you can only group character variables, categorical variables. You cannot group, of course, sales. How can you group sales? These are quantitative variables. You either group you can also group the year, because it's not 2019, 2020, 2021, can group that. Anything that can be, that's in a sense, categorical variable, although year appears like a number, but it's really categorical. And then what do? The function summarize. So summarize is used to compute, okay? So you have your data, and then you compute, for example, this one, mean. You get the average of sales. Median, you get the average of median. You get the median of sales. You get the standard deviation of sales. Also with profit, mean, median, and standard deviation of profit. And then you're giving it a name. This is the name of the variable you're creating. Mean sales, median sales, SD sales, mean profit, median profit. as the profit. Okay. Now we can run this because I know you understand now this code. Okay. So if I run this class, okay, what's generated now? Okay. You can now see that you have beauty, clothing, electronics, food, furniture. Okay. And then you have the computation for average sales. You can just imagine, class, just by this code chunk, you were already able to compute for the average sales for each of the product category, average median of sales, the middle of the sales, the standard deviation, okay, the mean of the profit, median of the profit, and standard deviation of the profit. Okay. All right. May I have your confirmation, class, if you were able to get it? So here you have a taste, class, of data wrangling. Very powerful. Since I was used, let's say I have a good knowledge of Excel, and this was really liberating. Okay, because if you're going to do this in Excel, oh wow, it will take really tons and tons of time. Of course, you can do pivot table, but this is really a lot easier. The only challenge here is the code. Okay, but once you get the hang of it, once you get to learn the code, then everything else becomes easy peasy. Okay, feedback please, class. Any questions? Any comments? Wala bang comment na wow, ganon? Class, aren't you amazed that we were able to just by one code chunk, we were able to have this data summary. This is what we call data wrangling. We were able to summarize the mean, the median. Okay. One thing I noticed, class, you're so stringent with comments. Maybe you'd like to give some for my consumption, class. How has it been so far, class? Free naman, class, magbigay ng comment, and I would appreciate some comments from you. Okay, all types of comments. If you're having difficulty, if you find this quite difficult, any comment, please? Yeah, thank you, Dom. Thank you. How about the others, class? Comment? No comment? Okay, no comment. Sige. Let's do this, class. This one. Okay, I'll once again share this with you. This will be our last code for tonight. Okay, and then put it in the chat box. Control V. Natatakot kasi ako, class, honestly, pag no comments kasi, malaking chance yan na na you're not able to follow. So, kasi if you're not able to follow, ano nga naman ng comment na malalagay nyo? But please, just the same, you have to tell me if you're not able to follow, because if there's a thing that I need to adjust on, then at least I'm aware, I'm informed. Okay, let's change this again. Control Shift M with the newer one. Control Shift M. Okay, so summary statistics by year. Although year is numbers, but we can still summarize it by years, no? Kasi i-group lahat ng 1919, 2019, 2020, 2021, etc. So let's take a look at this. Sales data, and then we group by year. Okay, if we look at our sales data, here is a year. Okay, be careful, class, with how you write your code. Okay, notice this is capital Y-E-A-R. If you wrote this as letter Y, small y, it will return an error because R will not recognize a small y. If you're looking at sales data, okay, these are the names that it will recognize. This one, okay, the variable names. Okay. Yeah, thank you, Angel. Yeah, that's true, no? Talagang nakaka-overwhelm din tong coding. That's why we need to really have a break, and ngayon we're just finishing now. And yeah, that's right. And especially I know that most of you, if not all of you, are into R for the first time. So that's why we're quite deliberate with this. But just hang on, class. Just be patient. Just also do your share by reviewing, watching the video. Okay. And you'll get by, class. You'll get by. Because if undergrad marketing students can do this, because I've also given lecture to marketing students, undergrad, and also accounting students on this. And I'm sure you'll be able to hack this. Okay, but just give it time, be patient, and practice. Practice, practice, practice. That's really all to it. Okay, so let's go back here. We're going to group it by year. So expect answer to be 2019, 2020 until 2023. What are we going to summarize on? We're going to sum the sales and sum the profit and get the mean of marketing expense. So, so this is what is going to be done. Add the sales, add the profit, and then get the average of marketing expense and give the name, total sales, total profits, and average marketing expense. So we expect here 5 rows, 2019 up to 2023. And then ang columns natin, total sales, total profit, average marketing. Of course, together with the year. All right, so let's run this. Run. And as expected, class, this one. The year, how much was the sales for each of the years, the total profit and average marketing expense. Okay, now let's one last Control Shift M. Okay, and then let me see. Let me, sales. Let me see if my syntax is correct. Okay, wrong. Okay, so it should be here. Plus Control X. Let me see this, Control V. Okay. Alt minus. Okay, take a look at this, class. What am I doing here? Same thing, okay, but I'm creating an object here. The object is sales by year, okay? Remember, this is an assignment operator. So this object sales by year is equal to this one. So whatever this generates will be named sales. There will be an object called sales by year. So let me run this, okay? And you notice now, there's an object called sales by year. Okay, if I print this, there you go. Okay, so you now were able to create a table, a data frame consisting of the year, total sales, total profit, average marketing expense. All right, so, okay, let me stop recording.